Lisa Bagden, integrating social determinants of health assessment into associate degree nursing education. Cindy Coleman, rural nurses' perceptions of workplace incivility influenced on missed nursing care. Hooded by Dr. Margaret Moss. Danielle Dunwoody, the common meanings and shared practices of sedation assessment in the context of managing patients with an opioid, a phenomenological study, hooded by Dr. Carla Junquist. Pamela McDonald LaChance, diabetes in the St. Regis Mohawk and ethnography, hooded by Dr. Margaret Moss. Anastasia Stacy Chimay, nurse capacity to rescue in an empowered work environment, hooded by Dr. Sharon Huner. Suzanne Sullivan, using the home health oasis to promote advanced care planning among community-dwelling older adults, hooded by Dr. Sharon Huner. Jessica Varghese, impact of telecommuter status, managers' leadership style, structural empowerment, and job satisfaction on managed care nurses' level of work engagement, hooded by Dr. Sharon Huner. Carliara Weiss, the effects of morning bright light therapy on fatigue, sleep disturbances, and circadian activity rhythms in lung cancer survivors.
The candidates for the Doctor of Nursing Practice degree will now be recommended to Robert, whatever your name is, Provost Sikowski. The Doctor of Nursing Practice graduates will come forward under the direction of the DNP Marshal, as your name is called, by Dr. Suzanne Dickerson. The graduates will be hooded by Dr. Lauralee Sasana, Assistant Dean for Master's and Doctor of Nursing Practice programs, along with their program coordinator. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Nursing Practice degree please rise and come towards the stage? Provost Sikoski, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Nursing at the University at Buffalo, I have the honor of recognizing these candidates. They have met all of the requirements of the university and are recommended to you by the faculty of the Doctor of Nursing Practice degree.
Thank you, Marcia. By the authority of the trustees and the Chancellor of the State University of New York and the Council and the faculty of the University at Buffalo, I now confer upon each of you the degree of the Doctor of Nursing Practice with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
We will now have to call the graduates of the Adult Gerontological Nursing Practitioner Program to be hooded by Program Coordinator Dr. Susan Bruce and Dr. Laura Lee Sassana. Thank you. Chelsea Armstrong, effective prone positioning and survival of patients with acute respiratory distress syndrome. Catherine Gillis, aggressive care at the end of life in surgical oncology patients. Michelle Gilliland, veteran disclosure of military status and trust in healthcare providers, a white paper report. Victoria Howard, effective early patient transfer to floor after a transcatheter aortic valve replacement surgery. Alexandra Milokachek, perceived barriers to heart failure self-management. Sabila Shah, ethical and financial implications of incomplete advance directives among patients with multiple comorbidities and poor long-term prognosis. Somi Tomas, post-discharge structured telephone support in heart failure. Kaylee Sifuto, assessing vulnerability and healthcare utilization in older adults in primary care. We will now call the graduates of the Child Nurse Practitioner Program to be hooded by Dr. Pam Papelham. Patricia Lindner, increasing recommended vaccines in school-based health centers. We will now call the graduates in the Family Nurse Practitioner program to be hooded by Program Coordinator Dr. Pamela Peppelham. Holly Ann Bly, Integrating Education, Improving the Nurse Practitioner Students' Knowledge of the American Indian Population. Ellen Brody, Improving Education for Advanced Practice Nurses, Developing Competencies for Telehealth Education. Susan Butler, Asthma Guidelines and Management in School-Aged Children, a Scoping Review. Taylor Elsner, Implementing Telehealth Competencies into Primary Care to Enhance Clinician Education while Monitoring Patient Experience. Victoria Fitzpatrick, Distress in Hematopoietic Cell Transplant Survivors, a Thematic Analysis of Survivorship Experience. Marissa Fontanez, Development, Implementation, and Evaluation of an Educational Intervention and a Doctor of Nursing Education Practice program to improve healthcare experiences for transgendered people. Verlaine Gadding, an exploratory pilot study investigating health literacy's role in diabetes management. Stephanie Gribner, Evaluation of the Use of Medical Marijuana, a Mixed Methods Study. Jessica Hafazi, utilizing a validated screening tool to assess timing of palliative care referral for lung cancer patients, a retrospective chart review. Grace Kelly, Evaluation of Front-End Operations at Women's and Children's Hospital of Buffalo. Madeline McMorrow, Evaluation of a Motivational Interviewing Training using Standardized Patients in Managing Prescription Opioid Abuse for the Doctor of Nursing Practice students. Ilyana Rahman, a global health immersion experience in 2 degrees, and its application to DNP essentials, a thematic analysis. Michelle Seacrest, support for a standard operating procedure for the use of medical orders for life-sustaining treatment, MOLTS form, in a comprehensive cancer center. Teresa Cyan, provider adherence to the JNC8 guidelines in an integrative primary care and behavioral health setting. Megan Voss, health effects associated with partners of veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder. Nora Verity, improving education for advanced practice nurses, developing competencies for telehealth education. Seth Wagner, Priscilla Project of Buffalo, impact of enhanced post-delivery follow-up on refugee perinatal outcomes. Jennifer Wilcox, quality improvement, oral hygiene, and institutionalized demented elderly. We will now call the graduates of the Nurse Anesthesia Program to be hooded by Program Director Dr. Christine Faust. Erin Acello, perceived stress and coping self-efficacy in the student nurse anesthetist. Amanda D. Piazza, enhanced recovery after surgery, better outcomes in the gynecological surgical patient at Roswell Park. David Hedman, effects of stress inoculation training intervention on student registered nurse anesthetist performance in a crisis simulation. Odessi Jr., blood transfusion alternatives in the adult non-critical perioperative patient. Stacy Ketch, Effective Quality Improvement Seminar on Intraoperative Fluid Management in Patients Receiving Total Knee Replacement. Brian Lowe, Anesthesia Crisis Resource Management, Improving Non-Technical Skills. Stephanie McCauley, Enhanced Recovered After Surgery, Effects of the Length of Stay and Postoperative Ileus on a Gynecological Oncology Patient. Alyssa Harper Miller, Colorectal Surgical Bundle Compliance. Justin Mullaney, Comparing and Identifying Monitoring Devices for Efficacy in Detection of Opioid-Induced Respiratory Depression. Jordan Nigro, Perceptions of Stress and Coping Self-Efficacy, Evaluating Significant Others of Student-Registered Nurse Anesthetists. Aaron Peruzny, Pediatric Anesthesia Educational Program and Clinical Competence in Nurse Anesthetic Students, a cost analysis. Alexander Royery, Linking Graduate Nursing Interprofessional Education to Collaboration in Upstate New York. Dennis Carmelo Sampson, Multimodal Pain Therapy versus Intravenous Opioid Analgesia in the postoperative pain management of the older adult population after primary total knee replacement under general anesthesia, a quality improvement initiative. Brian Cedar, Educational Intervention on Ultraviolet Light. Caitlin Tamino, Pediatric Anesthesia Workshop and Clinical Competence, an experimental study and cost analysis. Gary Yam, comparing and identifying monitoring devices for efficacy in detection of opioid-induced respiratory depression.
The candidates for the Master of Science degree in nursing will be recommended to Provost Sikowski. The master's graduates will come forward under the direction of the marshal as your name is called by Dr. Janice Jones. Will the candidates for the master's degree please rise? Provost Sikowski, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Nursing at the University at Buffalo, I have the honor of recognizing these candidates. They have met all the requirements of the university and are recommended to you by the faculty of for the master's degree.
By the authority of the trustees and the chancellor of the State University of New York, and the council and the faculty of the University at Buffalo, I now confer upon each of you the degree of the Master of Science with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
It is an honor for me to present the new master's graduates in nursing leadership and healthcare systems. Sherry Danga. Lillian Hundo. Jeanette Hughes. And Amanda Kramer.
The candidates for the baccalaureate degree in nursing will now be presented. The baccalaureate graduates will come forward under the direction of the marshal as your name is called by Dr. Susan Grinslade. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please rise and remain standing until all graduates have been called? Provost Sikowski, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Nursing at the University at Buffalo, I have the honor of recognizing these candidates. They have met all of the requirements at the university as well as the requirements to take the registered nurse licensure examination and are recommended to you by the faculty for the Bachelor of Science degree.
By the authority of the trustees and the chancellor of the State University of New York, and the council and the faculty of the University at Buffalo, I now confer upon each of you the Bachelor of Science degree with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
Danielle De Lorenzo. Maya Ellerup. Christopher Grillo. Daniel Coleman. Catherine Colson. Bridget Garrity. Gloria Cockrell. Michelle Shapek. Tarika Pareda. Courtney Batchelor. Taylor Baker. Jennifer Barker. Amanda Bean. Stephanie Belmont. Rachel Bloom. Anita Botang. Mary Bonacera. Ariel Brown. Miriam Mihan, Kaluma. Julia Cerny. Jean-Mei Shin. Samantha Chiarella. Megan Chrisman. Heather Cotter. Franz De Leon. Sophia Deteen. Brittany Dorsey. Jasmine Ehrlich. Gretchen Elwell. Amanda Grace Fromm. Rebecca Hale. Shannon Hammond. Sharissa Hanania. Gabriela Hernandez. Melissa Hill. Bobby Joe Jackson. Haley Keller. Dylan Kerber. Aaron Kernshiren. Kimberly Lamb. Laura Larson. Doreen LaRue. Celine Lee. Junji Lin. Come on. Richard Lira. Ning Lu. Peter Lowe. Chris Lomas. Victoria Lucci. Eric Mai. McKenna Madison. Candace McCulley. Marguerite McCluskey. Paige McMurtry. Christina Miloni. Samuel Maldo. Javon Morgan. Ria Olenek. Olawole Olasunde. Samantha O'Meara. Terrence Lee. Brenda Uraga. Hannah Kisker. Amy Lanigan. Megan Crowley. Kamrudin Cater. Kelsey Korobov. Sarah Ott. Sarah Pace. Emily Parlato. Jacqueline Queck. Karina Kimpo. Nicole Raimundi. Brenna Reardon. Victoria Robbins. Stephanie Rodriguez. Gabrielle Santander. Dana Santoff. Corey Sayers. Joshua Schallert. Jillian Schopenhauer. Stephanie Sikorsky. Duncan Sisson. Hannah George. Bogdana Stews. Emily Tanner. Sarah Tanner. Brittany Teller. Christina Thompson. Courtney Thornton. Caitlin Tiedemann. Rachel Tronalone. Lady Torcios. Shania Vincent McCauley. Lisette Villequez. Brooke Walker. Ashley Ward. Brianna Weslowski. Margaret Wilhelm. Tiffany Wong. Lingshun Yang. Nina Yang. Shumin Yu. Brian Yodistera. Tracy Zajac. Junping Zhu. Ryan Zulowski. Christopher Syke. Yin Lin. Emily Eddy. Javier Hernandez.